Find yourself in the Beachview area of Pittsburgh? Check out the official pizza of this show, Slice on Broadway, sharing an abnormal obsession with pizza we can relate to. Check them out at sliceonbroadway.com and tell them this show sent you.
This week we say get out of here to the Connect on Boss Battle. Welcome everybody to Boss Battle number 92, a show in which the writers of InsertCoinToBegin.com get together to talk about video games. I'm your host, Bobby F. J-Town, and joining us as usual, it's Sorg. Sorg, what'd you achieve in gaming this week?
I beat Brothers this week. Really compelling story. It got really gruesome really fast for something I thought was just a whimsical fantasy game. Holy crap. I recommend you guys picking it up. I picked it up for like $4. It's like 15 right now when I looked it up the other day. But if you see it on sale, grab that thing. It's short. I don't know if it's worth $15, but it's definitely worth if you get it $5-10. Go for it.
Games for Gold might have it for free soon.
Hopefully, because you guys got to play this game. It gets pretty weird. I don't want to spoil anything. Oh my god.
Yes!
Oh, sorry.
By the way, for those non-Pittsburgh residents, this podcast, the Penguins just scored a goal. We're watching the Penguins game on mute. I am, anyways. And it's Game 7 of the Stanley Cup playoffs.
Bobby, can you make that noise again?
No.
Sorry, guys. It'll
to interrupt, Sorg, go ahead.
Random intervals.
Anyways, and also Hitman Go. I've been playing the hell through that. I'm like next to last board on that, so
Nice.
also recommended. I'm trying not to purchase the next board and actually earn the stars. So since I did pay like money for this game, so yeah, that's it for me.
All right, Rizz, what'd you achieve this week in gaming?
What? Is it my turn?
Hey,
What did you achieve in gaming?
Oh, what did I achieve in gaming this week?
I got a belt.
I don't have mine with me.
Mario Kart champion. Look at that. That is, Chachi, is this like real diamonds?
Yeah, real diamonds, real gold.
Oh, man.
We spent money on that.
I can tell.
Custom centerpiece.
Even though it was made in China.
Real money.
You actually don't, like, you go all out on this, don't you?
I do.
Nice.
Very nice belt.
Also, I beat it with Waluigi.
Which
everybody hated.
I kind of gave it WTF when you did it, man. But you did it.
Yeah, you did it.
I did it.
I don't know how, but you did it.
It's skill. It's skill. That's all it is. It's skill. You need this to be skillful. And using Waluigi was the only way that I can do it. And I did it.
All right. Chachi, what did you achieve? What did you achieve in gaming this week?
I completed another Chachi Plays, 24 hours of gaming,
Right,
during which I played Smash Brothers, Jam City Roller Derby, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, WWE Warzone, Wizards and Warriors, Super Mario Bros. 3, WarioWare, TMNT, Arcade, Fight Night, Wii Golf, Battle Block Theater, Black Ops 2, Burnout, Marvel vs. Tekken, Marvel vs. Capcom, WWE 14, Street Fighter 4, Tetris, Mario Kart, and Borderlands.
Very nice. A lot of war games. Like half the games you listed.
Well, actually, to be fair, WWE's wrestling is not a war game.
Yeah,
like,
I know.
It was
it just had war in the title. Like you're like War, Warzone, WarioWare, Modern Warfare.
But yeah, we finished another Chachi Plays, raised about $2,000, so
Nice.
Not bad at all. Well done, and we survived.
For the kids.
So people came down, people had fun. Good stuff.
Awesome. We're gonna talk a little bit about that in a minute here. I, on the other hand, achieved something I didn't set out to do, but it was a surprise to me and many other people. I won the Street Fighter tournament. No idea how.
Where's the title?
I use my title is in the living room. I forgot it. I will bring it out for the next show. Because Chachi said we weren't allowed to talk about our achievements on.
No, I said you weren't allowed to go.
Yeah,
Super
my client. Yeah. But I was using Ken and Sorg. I will challenge you anytime you'd like. Sorg actually beat me in the match after the tournament, so. We'll have to set up a future.
Yeah, because I couldn't believe that this happened, and he's so handily defeated, like everybody that was in the tournament.
He defeated the former champion.
Former champion.
Hey, she was really good. Like she took me to the limit.
I was just like, I have got to see if this guy, what is going on with this guy. And yeah, I beat you, but not by much.
Yeah, it's from my cousin kicking my ass all these years.
Seriously,
I felt so bad because Bobby and Rizz were last minute additions. Everyone else that played were last minute additions because the tournament didn't fill up.
Yeah,
and I didn't want to just hand her the championship belt for the second year in a row. I'm like, you know what? I'm at least gonna make her pretend to handily beat everyone in this, and then Bobby comes out of nowhere and just destroys everyone. So kudos to you. I feel bad because I didn't see it coming.
I didn't either. Nobody did. I didn't even see it coming.
And I actually put the video of the tournament over on youtube.com/Sorgatron Media. I also have footage. The session with the WWF Warzone is over on the Wrestling Mayhem Show YouTube.
That was a fun one.
Apparently, I know some people in the chat room were saying earlier that they went and watched the tournament. So we'll see.
Good job, Bobby.
And I'm trying to recover. I'm trying to recover with some video issues. The Mario Kart one.
Did it just explode when I won?
Apparently, yes. Yes.
Because I won, right?
Yes, we're aware of that.
The system took a bullet bill.
Oh.
And from the chat, Brother Sorg played some Doom, Dust Brothers, and Tomb Raider Anniversary, and Alex Cars, I would not recommend this, played Human Frogger in Traffic. So, he's got that going for him. All right, Chachi, you want to talk a little bit more about your experience with Chachi Plays this weekend?
There's not really much to say. I mean, we stayed up for 24 hours. Around 4 a.m., Sorg and I started getting loopy because we were there by ourselves. And so we played the 18 holes of Wii Golf, which he handily won. But we did so while switching superhero costumes.
Yeah, I was going to say, in costume, right?
Yeah. It was at the Tunisium, and we were on the other side this year. And I didn't know this, but they had a rack of different costumes. So I put on Thor's helmet. Sorg put on Captain America?
Iron Man
in the picture, yeah.
Iron Man. And we just kept switching it up. Wearing different hats, capes. At one point, we were just doing different types of shots. Backhand, couch, behind couch. So I mean,
nothing but couch.
Yeah, I was gonna say it was the Jordan Pippen McDonald's commercial.
Yeah,
but with golf on the.
But it was a lot of fun. And we got a lot of rushes this year of people coming in just to hang out, which was extremely, extremely helpful. Because I mean, with the amount of noise and the entertainment, it definitely helped pick up the energy. Mm-hmm. So overall, I wouldn't say this year was easier, but it was definitely along the same lines as the others. So it was a lot of fun.
What was your favorite game you played this weekend?
Hold on, I don't remember what I played. Let me look at the list.
Yeah, it's all just blurry.
I don't know. Borderlands was okay.
Well, that one with like if you weren't playing it from the beginning, I think you would have been better off.
That was the only thing that killed it. Was I've never sat through the story before, so we had to sit through the story. That was a little rough to do, but not bad. Probably I had a lot of fun with WarioWare, which I played before. but the commentary that went with it was what made it.
Damn it.
Bitch.
In case you're wondering, the Rangers just scored.
I went 3 for 4 with Jam City Roller Derby against the Steel City Roller Derby team.
Nice.
The only one that beat me was the coach, and he beat me by 1 point.
Oh wow!
I loved when they were analyzing the roller derby rules in this game.
Yes.
That was. I imagine that's like pro wrestlers like analyzing whether WWE's games are accurate.
Right. They were a little thrown off by the lack of rules and the all the bonus stuff in the game. But overall, they all had fun, and the coach was paying attention the most, and that's how he beat me. So, yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Cool. You want to take us around the net now?
Oh no, it's time to go around the net.
Net.
Hold on. I know I wasn't going to do the echo yet because I didn't have it up yet.
Oh, I'm sorry.
We're sorry.
Net.
Video game themed things from around the internet. Net. All right, let's do the runners up. For Sorg, purely for Sorg, I put in YouTube videos, 2 minutes, 13 seconds long of cats playing Candy Crush.
That's no, please,
Yes.
no. Not the Candy Crush, no.
So yeah, there's that.
Oh, look at he's playing.
We could play Rich Cat Poor Cat.
So cute. Yeah, it probably cost them $100 in iTunes fees.
He's playing the Candy
You know how at midnight has that game Rich Cat Poor Cat? Those cats are probably poor cats.
So yeah,
How they afford an iPad?
Yeah, on the iPad.
Welcome to Candy Crush Cat Chat.
And the vandals of the Eve Monument that I talked about last week were caught.
Nice.
Along with real legal trouble. They also are banned for life from the game.
By the way, Band Vandals would be an awesome band name.
It would. So there's that. I don't know if they actually play the game or not, but if they did, they're done now.
They're not playing anymore.
They should be done.
Yeah. And I don't understand why, if they played the game, why they would vandalize it anyhow. So,
Because
let's go ahead.
It goes to what we said last week with the level of trolls
Oh yeah.
in video games. But this takes it to a whole nother level.
Bored kids on the internet.
Yes.
But all right. So Dorkly does this series called Pokemon Rusty. If you've never watched this series, I recommend it. They just started doing it again after like a 9-month hiatus. But Rusty is a Pokemon trainer, and he's the worst one ever. He to date he has drowned a Zubat, trying to teach it surf.
Actually, bats are terrible. So.
He has killed I forget what type 13 Pokemon by trying to fit them all in the same Pokeball. He's just not a good trainer. In the latest episode, he goes to the Pokemon Ghost Tower and has to revisit all of them, in which he captures a strange Pokemon at the end. However, I didn't link that one. I linked the first episode, so you'd have to go watch them all.
Gotta watch them all.
Entertaining. Dr. Tree from his hometown is actually a pot grower.
Dr. Tree.
Yeah.
Nice.
And he only counts Pidgeys when they come into his store. That way he can keep applying for the grant to be a Pokemon professor. So yeah, go over the links there, click on it, and enjoy the series. Next up, Cameron Garland over at balance.net created an entire armory from The Legend of Zelda out of paper. So for you on the video, Sorg's showing it. The shield and sword that he's holding that I put in the post is all paper. And it looks incredible.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Yeah. And he did that with a bunch of stuff from the game. So I also linked that. Pretty amazing. All right, and last but not least, it seems like for the past month or so, every Tuesday, we get on a discussion of actors we would like to hear voiced in video games. I jokingly said Gilbert Godfrey one week. Well, Game Informer reached out to Gilbert and posted a 2-minute and 46-second video of him doing famous lines from various video games. It is probably one of the greatest 2 minutes of your entire life.
I want to hear him as Iago in the Latin. Oh wait, that's who he was.
So yeah, go over to insertcointobegin.com, click on the video game themed post, and check out the things I stumbled across this week.
All right.
And that's all we have for you in video game themed things from around the internet. Net. Back to you, Bobby.
All right, we are going to pick up with things you should be made aware of. It's our news segment. Our first item up is the Dragon Age Inquisition Inquisitors Edition was announced. $179 for a collector's edition for this game. I love the Dragon Age series, but I'm not going to plunk down $179 for a collector's edition.
What does it come with?
There's a video playing.
What does it come with?
All right, it comes with
It comes with a map?
Yeah, it comes with a map. Sorg, there's a video playing in the background.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, there's there?
Yeah.
I don't know where.
And a quill pen. Is that what I see right there?
Okay. Wait till he's done.
I don't think there's a video, but I don't know where there's a
I can
video.
hear it in my ear. But anyways, there is a tarot card deck, a lock picks. There's an Inquisitor's badge, quill and ink pot, a 40-page journal or Legion coins, steel case, and a copy of the game itself, among many other things. But $179 is a little steep.
It is
$170.
It does look like a ton of stuff, though.
Yeah, it's great.
$170?
It's great, yeah.
$170? I thought you said
It's
$175.
playing again!
Dude, it's not. Are you guys both getting it?
Actually,
Oh, no,
I don't
you know
hear
what?
anything right now.
It's on my...
What the heck, Bobby?
Bobby fail.
Bobby fail.
Post fail.
I'm looking at everything. I'm like, nothing is playing. I know I have a lot of crap in front of me, but
Can we just have like a little stamp that goes Bobby fail?
It was blasting in my ears, and I'm like, Sorg, turn it off. It was me. I'm sorry, Sorg. Oh, jeez. So yeah, $170.
this is why we can't have nice things on this podcast.
It is. All right, Rizz, you want to talk about Miiquality?
Hey,
Or rant about it?
Chachi,
Yeah.
Oh, Chachi, were you going to say something?
guess what I did?
Oh! It's time for Rizz Rant.
Yes.
We need sound
yes.
effects.
Yeah, there needs to be sound effects, pyro, flashing.
Oh, come on. That wasn't incredible.
It was. It was.
That was incredible.
For what it was worth. But yeah, on intercoinandbegin.com, I did a Rizz rant about Nintendo's response to their game Tomodachi Life. Apparently, there is a movement going around on Twitter called the Miiquality, and what this is the Tomodachi Life game doesn't support same-sex marriage on their site, on their game. And what this is, it's more of a virtual reality. I called it a Second Life-ish game, only with using Miis instead of people from Second Life. And you can do just about anything. And I think what sparked most of the out and what kind of put more gas on the fire was Nintendo's response, which I will read as such. Nintendo never intended to make any form of social commentary with the launch of Tamagotchi Life. Side note, I keep on saying Tamagotchi. The relationship options in the game represent a playful alternate world rather than a real-life simulation. We hope that all our fans will see that Tomodachi Life was intended to be a whimsical and quirky game, and that we were absolutely not trying to provide social commentary. How? What?
Yeah.
First of all, whimsical or not, it's not based off real life. And if you want to not base it on real life, don't tell people what they should do. I'm looking at this as what they're trying to say when they first called it a whimsical game, and then they don't have what they think is whimsical about it. It's not. It doesn't matter if it's intended or not, but if you don't have something in their game, like same-sex marriage, it's going to cause something. It's going to cause people to get mad and angry, like this gentleman did on his I don't know if this was on his Vimeo page. Jeez,
the biggest thing I take from this is, and the thing I don't know, and I think I said so in the comments to this article, what is the situation in Japan as far as gay marriage, equal rights, etc.? Like, is this?
I'm looking it up now.
I don't know if that's something we can easily just look up and say, "Hey, what's with the gay thing in Japan?"
It actually is 24% of Japanese are for same-sex marriage. However, 52 are against.
Okay.
Same-sex marriage isn't allowed in Japan, and they don't recognize same-sex marriage.
Okay, so it sounds like they're not as progressively as far on this specific issue as we are in America. So being this is a conversion from Japan,
like,
I mean,
that's. I get where you're saying with that, Sorg.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think this is an intentional, thing. I think this is the norm in Japan. This is where it was created. So
but don't just say, okay, we like you guys anyways, but we're not going to have this in their game. Mm-hmm. Just go say, okay, what we're going to do is do this. Ask if they can change some aspects to the American game.
Yeah.
Make it optional, yeah.
Yeah, make it an option. Make them see that we know you don't see gay marriage in the same light as people over here do. And they want their games. Mm-hmm. They want to be accepted in the world that they play in, whimsical or real.
Well, and yes, but at the same time, and I'm not trying to defend Nintendo, I'm just pointing out that it's a Japanese game. Mm-hmm. As of this century, sexual orientation isn't protected by national laws in Japan, which means they face all types of discrimination. I got that right here. I don't want you to think that I knew that. And at the same time,
just went with it, man. You should have just went with it.
What's that?
You should have just went with that idea.
Yeah, but and at the same time, it costs money to change that, which is what Nintendo's looking at. I'm not saying it's right because it's not, but that's what they're looking at. It costs time and money to change those things.
And it's not. Go ahead. Sorry.
And as we've pointed out here in the past, they're not going to do a hack job on it to make it work. They're going to make sure that it's perfect before they send it, which takes even more time because, as we know, game designers care about the rock in the grass.
Rocks and grass.
You know, and I think this is it's an interesting thing to point out. I don't think this is something to be giant outrage. I mean, it's kind of the temperature of the industry. There's bigger problems in the industry as far as this issue than the Miiquality game. But it's good to point out. I don't think this is an intentional slight by Nintendo. I think this is just this is how the game was there, and they were just going to bring it over in English here, and that's what it is. And they're not trying to be social. They're like, here's a fun, whimsical game, and here you go. So I mean, it would be nice. It would be nice, and you know, they're not the only game that has this problem. But they're getting better with that. You know, I mean,
it's not as bad as Russia.
Precisely.
No. Russia put a 18 and over limit on Sims.
Yeah.
Because of the same-sex marriages.
Exactly.
So, I mean, they're definitely saying that it's not a thing in Russia.
Bobby, wrong show.
I know. All right. And another thing I was gonna throw in, like, why don't they put like you know how Mortal Kombat had the blood code? Like so
you want so you want a gay code for this game?
Maybe if it would bring it into the thing. I mean,
no, because that still requires programming.
Yeah, I don't think that's
true. Yeah,
I don't think Nintendo's specifically saying we won't allow the gay coupling because we're against gay coupling. They're saying this is just not what the game was.
Gay DLC.
We're not going to go recode it to meet this standard that people are holding it to.
Separate gay DLC. Gay friendly DLC. GLC.
Yeah, I mean, yes, Nintendo deserves smacked for this. It's something that they should have thought about. However, being a Japanese company, it's something that they didn't think about. So Nintendo America has to deal with all the backlash now, and that's not really fair.
Yeah, it's not fair to them.
Reggie should be throwing shit right now.
Yeah. Well, guys, do you want to segue into our next story? Because it has something to do with it.
Oh.
The fate of a video game console is often influenced greatly by the introduction of a single title.
Oh, no.
This was said by Satoru Iwata, the head of Nintendo Japan. And he talked at an investors meeting last week, and they announced an operating loss of $457 million US.
How does this guy still have a job?
With a large part of the Nintendo's underperformance stemming from poor sales of the Wii U. Nintendo only sold 2.7 million Wii U consoles last year, and it's predicting a so-called conservative sales estimate of 3.6 million units for the current fiscal year. But Iwata said that quote, a game can be turned around by one title. They announced Mario Kart 8 and Super Smash Bros. For Wii U on the horizon. Those probably aren't the games, but Rizz, were you talking about like they hinted at a Zelda?
Like there was a leak out. There was a leak of everybody's E3 stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things they did announce was in 2014, this year, they're going to release Hyrule Warriors.
Not enough.
And then in 2015, that they're also rumored to announce at this year's E3 of The Legend of Zelda Shards of Nightmare.
Might be enough, but might be too late.
It's 2015. This game has been out how long? This console has been out how long?
And Nintendo said they're already looking into developing the next generation of console for them.
No. Whoa. They're not just looking at the next generation. They're looking at developing markets. Okay, we talk about this on AwesomeCast, and I listen to a lot of tech shows talk about this, where they create like a cheap Android-free little crappy phone, so they can go get subscribers to buy the phone really cheap in Zimbabwe or something where stuff isn't as big as here. So what does this mean? It probably means they're going to restructure a GameCube or a Wii and try to sell it in Zimbabwe where they don't have video games yet. I'm just picking a country. I have no idea of the political, social, or financial state of Zimbabwe and technology. But you get the idea.
It's too late.
Well, no, it's not too late for that. There's plenty of emerging markets that they can plug
no.
games into.
That's fine with that.
But
here, it's too late.
Is this doing okay in Japan? Is I presume they're not doing okay in Japan?
No, actually, Xbox is pretty much in the lead in Japan, I think.
That's amazing.
Surprisingly.
That's amazing.
Yeah. But he went on to say that he still believes a single game could help the Wii U, pointing out how Pokemon sparked the Game Boy handheld system in its later years. Everybody said like the Game Boy was dead, and then Pokemon came around and pretty much saved it. So I think he's talking about the new Zelda game as the game that might save it, but
here's the thing.
Too late, I think.
I told Chachi this, and I'm going to tell you that now. If this game bombs, all the reviews have to do is change one letter in shard.
Sure.
To make to make their voices heard.
It's I really think the problem is they're iterating, they're not creating any new IP. When's the last time they created something new? Seriously, Pikmin? Wii Sports?
Yeah, it might have been Pikmin, yeah.
Mii's?
Wii Sports. Yeah.
I mean, seriously. It's
Wii Sports Resort.
Bored.
Oh, it's the same.
I'm bored because it's but there's another Smash Brothers. It's like, yeah, but I didn't see much difference between the last two Smash Brothers.
They do
pretty much all of their IPs.
They rely on nostalgia a lot, and
they do.
It can only get you so far.
And they don't know how to create anything new.
Nope.
Yeah.
At all. And
nope. And
that's it. They're just. Are they missing all of the really good brains that can do this stuff? I don't know. I'm just confounded by this entire situation. How these guys could fall so hard. But
again,
the thing is, back to Japanese culture. Your elders are more knowledgeable and get the most attention.
Mm-hmm.
The new guys coming in don't get listened to because they're seen as young and not experienced.
Reggie.
So you've had the same guys running Nintendo for the past 30 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Nintendo America has to take over.
Kind of, or at least Nintendo America has to take care of Nintendo America at this point. And it felt like Reggie was doing it for a bit, right? But I feel like something happened. Why are we getting these Nintendo Direct announcements from the Japanese guy with horrible English? How is that supposed to relate to the American gamer? I mean, that tells you how distant and aloof they are as far as knowing what the hell is going to sell a console here in America. At the very least,
Reggie is ready.
Give me the same presentation with Reggie.
I want Reggie.
And that's it. You know when I started getting excited about the last Nintendo Direct that I saw, and I don't know where the noise is coming from, guys. The last time I got excited was when I suffered through all the Japanese guy, and they actually started talking about American developers and started talking to them about some of the independents. Which I'm always interested in those weird games from that, and I can't wait for the Wii U to bust so I can go pick one up for $50 and play all those games. Because there's actually some interesting stuff, but we don't hear about it because who's on a Wii in the long run. So,
Right, and that is going to bring us to our boss battle question. It's going to kind of tie everything together here. First of all, Microsoft will start selling its new console, the Xbox One, without a Kinect sensor, eliminating one of the biggest criticisms of the new machine and allowing for a significantly low cost of the system. It's now going to retail for $399, which is great. And a lot of people were suspicious of that darn Kinect for spying on them. What do you guys think of this? And that's not all that Xbox actually announced today. They also announced that their free game programs, Games with Gold, is coming to Xbox One, and it's going to work actually more like PlayStation Plus. They're going to, if your account gets deactivated, you're no longer going to be able to play the games, like the PlayStation Plus network, but then they're going to have discounted games too. So I think that's cool. What do you guys think of that?
Gets me one step closer, but I'm not there yet.
Yeah, a little bit closer. I like the Kinect optional thing again now.
I feel like I think a lot of more people will buy it because of it. I feel like I'd still want the Kinect because I want to see what that experience is like. Chilla was on AwesomeCast earlier talking about the voice commands on there, and one, he just had a kid, so how much that helps him out, holding a kid, hey, play HBO. So apparently he's watching Murder Kits while he's with his
another
kid.
thing that
weird.
People were talking about too. The people think this could lead in with like headsets controlling the Kinect now too, and then having like an onboard functionality with a microphone. Not necessarily the Kinect having that functionality, but like talk through your headset to your Xbox and stuff like that.
I just feel like it's more backtracking. That's the only problem.
Yeah.
And as we said before, what is the distinction between Xbox and PlayStation now that you don't have that? So
I think it's a horrible idea. Either from the get-go, you either sell with the Kinect or you don't sell with the Kinect.
Mm-hmm.
I think at this, the Kinect is such a huge part of this console that you don't backpedal and say, now you can have it without the Kinect. I just think that that's a horrible, horrible idea.
It's baby. It's one step forward and then another step back. So it doesn't really go anywhere with me. Because I wasn't really looking forward to getting an Xbox One yet. And I was going to get an Xbox One because of the Kinect.
Mm-hmm.
But
well,
the $399 is still a good price.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. But again, it's not an Xbox One with a Kinect.
Mm-hmm.
It's an Xbox One that is substantially lower.
An Xbox 0.5.
Yes. So I'm a little kerfuffled right now. So I don't know.
Another thing they announced today, though, you don't have to have a gold account in order to watch Netflix and other video apps anymore. Much like PlayStation was already doing. That's kind of helpful if you don't have a gold account. But I have a gold account, so. And I know you guys have gold accounts too, but that's a good thing, a good selling point. Like you can watch Netflix without having to pay for it now. Well, you still have to pay for Netflix, but
you also have a lot more reasons.
Extra.
You also have a lot more reasons to have a gold account now too.
Yeah, that's true too.
Other than handcuffing them with that ability. So, I think the games with gold and deals with gold is a way bigger selling point than any of that was.
And they announced the Games with Gold games for June. Let me see here. There are 3 announced. So I don't know if it'll be all 3 or just 2 of them or what. But Dark Souls will be 1.
Oh no!
Not Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 1.
That's even worse.
So I get to experience this now?
I'm going to have to play that now.
Yeah. Charlie Murder, which I've never actually heard of. And Sorg, Super Street Fighter 4 Arcade Edition.
I saw that. You and I are throwing down, boy.
So, I don't have it. I don't have arcade edition. I have regular edition.
Well,
So.
soon we'll both have arcade editions, so we'll be able
Yeah!
to start on the
Excited.
one and upgrade to the other. You're my Street Fighter buddy now, pal.
Yeah, I'm excited. So.
Wait, are we gonna have like battles for the belt now?
Yeah, we could. So
I did put the 24/7 rule in effect.
yeah. Chachi did put the 24/7, so I can be sitting at my home.
A new
in
challenge.
bed.
If you sit on your Xbox and
4
you get
a.m..
an invite for Street Fighter, it is going down.
Oh no.
Challenger emerges.
All right, but guys, to sum all this up, the final round question: will this news of the Xbox and and all the news we discussed tonight, will it sway you to one console or another? Which horse are you still backing as of today in the console war race? The current generation console war race. I know none of us have the new console. How much closer are you to getting a new one, and which one are you going to get out of the three?
Wait, let me check my bank account. Nope.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope, no closer.
If you had the money today, no.
If I had the money today, Xbox
honestly, I'm closer to getting a Wii U.
Wow.
Reggie.
They announced Zelda, which is what I want. Realistically, it would be Xbox One.
Yeah, same here.
Hey, Chachi,
Yeah.
you made Reggie so happy.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. I'll wait until I can get a Wii U used.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I would buy an Xbox One new. So, I mean, take that for for my answer.
I'm with you because Nintendo is relegated to where it used to be. I waited until GameCube was cheap. I waited until N64 was cheap and used. Right? Didn't get it first off because I knew that wasn't the place to be. At the time, it was PlayStation 2. At the time, it was PlayStation. At the time, it was Xbox. Right? The Wii was the first one to say, "Oh, something's going on here. I want to be right there at the beginning of it." And it was a great ride until Nintendo kind of forgot about us. And it looks like they're not good still at treating their own customers and faithful customers right. And that's why I'm not at the front line with Nintendo anymore. Just like I faded out for 2 generations. So, I echo his. If I had the money in hand, Xbox, easy, because I'm just into the Xbox, and I'm going to ride that with my account and everything, and I know it all works. And I like the exclusives that they do have, as few and far between as they are, I guess, these days on this generation. But yeah, I'm with you. Wii U. If the Wii U gets like $50, I'm going to pick one up too. Not that we're going to be able to play online because they'll have shut those things off by then.
Yeah. True. From the chat, Alex Carr said he'd pick the Xbox One if he had the money. And Brother Sorg said he's still sticking with the PC. It's the cheapest way for him to get into the next gen, which is a good point.
Yep. I got some new hardware down here that's going to play all those games pretty well at the moment. So I guess I'm okay for a while. I'll just throw I actually, you know what my console choice is? Go get a copy of Windows 8 so I can throw it on this MacBook. That's what's going to happen.
But okay, I'm probably going to be the odd one out here because I'm kind of inching towards PlayStation.
But Rizz, how are we gonna still be friends?
Like, oh no, don't worry. I'm not buying one this second.
Yeah, I know.
But what I'm saying is,
the PS4 does have a lot of good games announced already for it.
They do.
I have heard reviews about so many games that I can't play on my Xbox that I so want to play on a PlayStation, and it's just to the point where I'm like, Last of Us on PlayStation 4 sounds awesome. Or
Last of Us on PS3 was awesome. So, and another thing. Oh, go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Mine's more of a.
Go ahead.
Oh, somebody go.
There you go.
But again, I'm still happy with my 360. Yeah, I don't have to give it up right away. But if I did, it would probably be for PlayStation 4. I'm sorry that I won't be playing with you guys for for that, but I would probably want to go through that. I want to try a PlayStation game again.
And another thing, we'll probably be reevaluating this in 4 weeks when E3 comes around.
Oh yes.
Oh, we're gonna
Yes.
we're gonna say different things about that.
Yeah.
Just to mess with your mind.
All right, that's going to do it for us this week. You can follow us on Twitter at InsertCoinTV. You can visit us on InsertCoinToBegin.com. New articles going up daily, and you can join us live every Tuesday night at 8 o'clock on live.sorgatronmedia.com. Special thanks to Michael Allen at Michael Allen PR for helping us on the notes and tweets all night. And at Sorgatron, at the Rizz, at Chachi Plays, I'm Bobby at Bobby FJ Town. Game over.